2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Players' Championship. Today's coverage is about to start. I'm Luke Elvey alongside major champion Rich Beem in the booth, and it's wonderful to welcome in Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm happy to be out here covering our featured group's play this week. We're in for a very entertaining time as there seems to be a rivalry starting between these two players.
Yeah, well, looks can be deceiving, can't they? While they might remind you of Happy Gilmore's caddy, this player is one to beat, and good luck in this rivalry because you're going to need it. What's in front of them, Henny?
They've just got to focus on hitting the back of the cup, guys. This is up the hill, bit of extra juice needed.
This is buckets. Wonderful putt. And that puts some real pressure on their rival now. And let's have one more look at that shot.
I need to see this again because I still can't believe they hold that.
He's in a share of third place. The first of our birdie opportunities comes second, par 5.
Drive it out to the right-hand side to get yourself a good look at reaching this green in 2.
Oh, well struck. This drive's heading for the fairway in my eyes. Playing this shot from about 210 yards out. Going with the hybrid. They're not a bad shot, that one. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's got some work to do, but he's...
Oh, stop it. What a way to make your par. Oh, and up he goes, marching to the top of the leaderboard. Putting for eagle here. And that putt will end up short.
Downhill putt, and certainly was robbed on that effort.
Some lovely momentum for this player, moving up the leaderboard. Let's take a look at the par 3 third. Straight away mid-iron to short iron shot.
Par 3, just 177 yards from the back, but this green is always firm. Be wary of that.
Going with the 8-iron here. Not bad. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Well, if he holds this, it'll be a solid 19-footer.
Ooh, right by the hole. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. He's currently in a share of top spot. Well, the fourth is another great example that it doesn't need to be a long par 4 to be a testing one. This fourth can be menacing, can't it?
Par 4, 384 yards from the back. A long snake-like bunker down the right-hand side to a cool little green with all sorts of movement on it. A very fun hole to play indeed.
Nice out the rough here.
Lovely effort, that. This putt will move them to 3 under par. Okay, steady now. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. Good stroke. That's frustrating. And this one will be for bogey. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's one stroke behind his rival in this event.
Oh, unlucky there. Had hoped the flag would have helped them. All right, Rich, the par 4 fifth. A strong hole this one, isn't it?
Par 4, 471 yards from the back. Drive it out to the left-hand side to give yourself the best angle for your second shot into this long, thin green.
That's nicely done. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's got some work to do, but he's only one back from his rival.
Okay, phase 1 complete. You've got to make a good putt here. Let's get back to it, shall we? Sitting at 1 under the card in a share of 7th.
This one is chewing fiber.
Not a bad play, that one. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
He's 13 feet out. Unlucky for some.
This is a good chance. That's inside the range. I will take that also into the top 5 now. Trailing by a stroke after that hole. The tee shot at the par 4 6th has changed a lot now that that tree's been taken out of the way, Rich. But what do you think of this short par 4?
Par 4, 393 yards from the back. Most players taking out a long iron or hybrid just for placement in the fairway. This green is surrounded by tall palm trees. Don't get caught out by one.
Club up. I like this play.
A wonderful shot. Well played. A chance for birdie here at the 6th. That's tracking. And with that, that's their 4th birdie.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
He finds himself in a share of the lead.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
It's a decent fairway to hit this one. Not sure if they'll find it though. Sitting at 3 under par. Currently tied for first place. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Just got to use the touch of a feather. Barely has to blow on it. This is just downhill.
Oh, that's a good way to end what was a challenging hole.
With that putt, they went from the outhouse to the penthouse.
Here's Will Zalatoris. Oh, what a ripper from long range.
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
The 8th hole, a long par 3 stretching 240 yards at its maximum. It's no sleeper, that's for sure.
I don't find anything sleepy about this hole. The front of this green is so narrow. There's no place to land it, especially when they put the flagstick there. This hole will grab your attention, as it should, because it's a long iron to a sliver of an opening. Even when they put the pin on the right-hand side, you want no part of it. The center of the green all day long here.
Good look at a birdie here. That is hunting for the hole. Well done. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. And it's time to recap that play.
Yeah, let's see this again. Have this one on repeat.
Now 2 shots up after that one. The final hole on the opening 9 at TPC Sawgrass Stadium course, Rich, is a clever 3-shotter.
Par 5, 583 yards from the back. Most players will play this as a 3-shotter. Just find the fairway out to the left, second shot out to the right, sets up a very simple 3rd shot to a very narrow green. Miss it right or left, good luck getting it up and down.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's going to want to improve on that current 5th spot.
Getting ready to play their 3rd. He's got a 2-stroke buffer. Oh, I thought that one was going in. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. He's making this look easy, keeps surging ahead, and that will take him to 6 under. As you make the turn here at TPC Sawgrass, the 10th hole is a clever one.
Pretty basic par 4, just 424 yards from the back tee. Players take out a hybrid or a 3-wood, hit it out to the right-hand side, which will leave a short 2nd shot. However, lots of undulations on this green, so make sure your 2nd shot is the correct distance.
Penny, that ball seems to be sitting down. Is it bad?
You can get great connection on this one. The rough's not going to cause any trouble. It's sitting good. Wow, did this come out beautifully?
Wonderfully played. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. The dreaded pull, always disappointing on the greens. 5 feet coming up to the cup.
This for par.
That gets the job done. And now that finds him in 1st place. There's some birdie holes out on this course, and the 11th is certainly one of those, but there are some troublesome spots if you get out of play.
There definitely is trouble, but the thing I love about this hole the most, Luke, is that there's so many different ways to play it. Most players will take driver off the tee, but from there, now it's anybody's ball game. You don't have to go for the green on the 2nd shot. You can lay it up over the left. You can lay it up over to the right. You can lay it up long left. There's so many different ways of attacking this hole. Each individual is going to do it differently. I love the 2nd shot on this hole.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Didn't quite get the approach close enough, so a long putt in front of them.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
Oh, they're going to walk this one in.
Ooh. Always nice when you can just go ahead and tap one in for birdie. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Well, the tee shot is all that matters on the short par 4 12th. Most players can reach the green. It's just the decision whether the player goes for it or not.
They can, but they better be aware that there's a lot of danger up there. Water left obviously is no good, but even bailing out to the right, in those dunes, in the mounds, and little pot bunkers on top of those mounds, well, forget about it. That's not a good space either, especially since the green does run pretty hard from right to left. If you want to take this hole on with driver and expecting to make 3, well, you need to realize that a 5 and a 6 could be easily made as well.
Sitting at 7 under, currently leading. Oh, that's a tasty looking chip. Top shot.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
Well, as you start to head for home here at TPC Sawgrass, you're blessed with this wonderful par 3 13th.
So many different levels to this green on the par 3, playing 181 yards from the back. You can get it close. You can even make a hole in 1, but watch out if you hit in the wrong spot on the green. It'll be difficult to 2-putt from there.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one. Still counts. Always nice to have a birdie putt. This has eyes for the hole. Oh, you like me and thought that had a chance? And in it goes. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. Tee shot is looking good here. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 170 yards.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron.
This needs just a little work to the left-hand side.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm.
Always nice to hold those for a birdie. And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. The par 4 15th again requires another strong tee shot because there's some trees in the way, Rich.
One of the more simple tee shots on the golf course, par 4, 470 yards. Just a little fade required off the tee to the fairway. The green sits up above the fairway a little bit, surrounded by a couple of bunkers, but I gotta say, I like this hole. It's straightforward, it's simple, before you head into the final 3.
And he's down there.
Yeah, he's got around 125 here. He really got that one out there. Fantastic drive.
And choosing the 8-iron here. Keep your fingers crossed for a bounce to the right. 14 feet to the cup.
All right, guys. This for 2 birdies in a row.
Get excited. This could go in. Well, this player's got some courage. What a time to step up and make back-to-back birdies.
And nice to have that cushion heading down the last few holes.
Leading by 4 strokes after that one.
3 holes remaining, folks. Hang on to your hats. This is going to be a wild and woolly finish.
This one's looking good off the tee. That should find the short stuff. To win the Players' Championship, you've got to run the gauntlet, Rich. Here we are with that big testing second shot at 16.
The water down the right-hand side is very obvious. What's not obvious are the grass bunkers on the left-hand side. You hit it in those, no guarantee of getting up and down. If you take on the green and find it, then you're almost guaranteed a birdie 4.
Oh, this would be handy if it could bounce right. I know it hasn't come up exactly how they imagine in their mind, Rich, but you've got to like that play.
One of the rare misses for this player today, Luke. They've been hitting a lot of greens today.
Didn't that look good for a long time? A chance for a birdie if this goes down. That will drop, and it will extend the lead. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. Our leader is out in front by a whopping 5 strokes.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Oh, that one's straight at the putt. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
This is a 12-footer here.
This one has eyes for the hole. It was on a good line. It's just about 3 feet away. And that puddle drop. Well done. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
He's currently sitting in first place. When you feel like you've survived the 17th, you stand on the 18th tee and you think to yourself, where do I hit this?
It's just one of the most difficult, visually intimidating holes I think you'll ever face in your life. Somehow, try and hit it down the right-hand side of the fairway, keep it out of the rough, and from there, hit it out to the right-hand side of the green somehow, also keeping it out of the rough or that pot bunker short right. Listen, you'd be happy to make 5 here, that's for sure. 4s are magnificent. 3s are unicorns. They really don't happen that much. It is such a difficult, demanding finishing hole, probably one of the toughest in championship golf.
It's a brave one. Driver off the deck. Not sure if that's what they're intending to do.
Not too sure what they were thinking. Too much club.
A chance here to snatch the title if this chip drops. Ooh, that almost went down. Lining up here for a chance to win the tournament. What a putt to make. This one's tracking. Well, this has got an amazing ring to it. The Players' Champion.
It is a title that any player would kill to have, and I have to say this has been a killer afternoon. The amazing golf, the players firing it on all cylinders, going for everything they possibly could. I gotta say, what a finish, what a champion. This will go down in history as one of the best Players' Championships ever.
And wow, what a rivalry that was. Let's recap some of the results. But it's a big thank you to Henny Koyak for bringing the magic on the ground today. What about what we saw, Henny?
Oh, Luke, I've seen some things that I'll never forget. both good and bad, but I had an absolute blast doing it. It was brilliant to watch. Those rivalries, I mean, wow. The pleasure was all mine.
On behalf of Rich Beam, Henny Kuyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey saying so long from 2K Sports.